Point of no return. Welcome back, man. We know too much, man. We have seen too much. We've been through too much. We have experienced it too much, man. God to reveal Himself to us over and over again for us to go back to the way we used to be, the way we used to think, react, and respond to life, man. It's your Holy Ghost homeboy Slim, SLIMM, which simply means living in my moment. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow's never promised, so all you have is right now, this moment, and I hope you're fully living in yours because I'm fully living in mine, man. Just back with another quick word, man. Won't He do it? Won't He do it, man? If you just do your part and you just trust and allow God to do His, things will work out in your favor. Don't you love the Lord? Aren't you a part of His divine plan? Aren't you one of His chosen ones? Aren't you one of His vessels that you allow to willingly play host and be a living embodiment for the Holy Spirit to dwell upon and in order to do these miraculous and wondrous works, man? All you had to do is just keep being patient, just keep believing, just keep trusting, and just allow God to work out the whys and hows. And He's done it, man. I'm telling you, like, I was with a situation 10 years doing this music stuff. And the way I just got treated in this whole new situation, it's a whole new setup, whole new deal, whole new label. You know what I'm saying? It was the first time I was actually treated like an artist. This was the first time I actually felt like an artist. Not having to do anything but to just show up and be ready, be prepared to execute and be prepared to perform. You know what I mean? I didn't know how this was gonna work out. I didn't know how I was gonna get into a studio. I didn't know how I was gonna get the money or who I could go to or who I could turn to, who was gonna have my back, who was gonna support me. I just knew that I had a message and I had a gift, I had a talent, I had an ability, I had a skill that I was willingly ready and able and willing to give back to God, and in order to tell me how to use it and use myself to the best ability and to my full potential. And I just kept rapping, kept singing, kept writing songs when I didn't have access to a studio, when I didn't have access to anything. I just had these songs in my heart, songs in my mind, and I would just practice over and over. And one day, man, randomly, man, I'm chilling with a friend and I share a song with him, man, and he inspired. He like, man, you need studio time. I'm like, I do. I don't have the money for studio time though. I said, don't worry about that. Let me take care of it. Let me see what I could do. So I come back to Louisiana because I record in a different state. Like, I'm in a different state when I'm doing my music and stuff. I come back to Louisiana. Within a month's time, he texts me back, say I have studio time. He showed me that he booked the studio session and everything. I drive this time. I ain't fly this time, but I drive, come in town. I get to the studio. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like, I was so nervous and so emotional and just so ready to see what God has had waiting for me. Ready to see me meeting these benchmarks and meeting these destinations along, you know, getting to your big moment, to your breakthrough. But it's a lot of stops and a lot of destinations that bring you beautiful experiences on the way if you allow God to. I didn't look at anything that I was going through, like the negative stuff, as a way for me to stop or to not believe in myself or to think that I was doing the wrong thing or to question myself. No, everything that I was going through, I looked at it, you're trying to stop me because I am doing what I'm supposed to do. I am doing the right thing. And then I get to this studio and everything is full circle. It's a whole building, y'all. And I had the whole building to myself. You understand? I had the whole building to myself. So it's just me, my manager, he my producer as well, the engineer, and my best friend, like one of my other best friends. He's also a poet from college. And then my uncle ended up coming up. So it's a small crew, but when I tell you that it was so much fellowship, so much support, so much love, so much respect, so much trust, it was so pure. Like, the energy was pure, like it was positive, bro. And then to hear that I'm talking about the right things and to keep doing the right thing, and to hear, because I'm nervous and I know what I'm capable of, but it's a relationship. It's a rapport between an artist and an engineer. In order to get the best work, you got to develop a relationship to see what each other like, see what each other don't like, to see what his process is, to see what my process is, to be able to merge it. You know what I'm saying? I had been with one label for 10 years, so that was all I know. I had did things, you know, a set way for so long. And that was my formula, that was my solution. But when you get into these new experiences, new environments, you take your experiences with you, but you be ready to be open to receive new techniques and new skills and new information, because there's wealth in that. And then when you accommodate and assimilate what you already know and with the things that you are getting that's new, it makes you a better person. It makes you more well-rounded. So I had a couple of hours, 2 hours, y'all. 2 hours. I put down 5 songs, man. 5 songs. And I don't know if I'm moving too fast or too slow. I had been out the studio in like 4 years, you know what I'm saying? I had to wait and let things pass and let things kind of die down so I could start over new and not have to owe nobody, not have to pay nobody no money that they don't deserve, all these things. So I had to make sure that the business was straight before I get back into the arts and start making profits again. So this is a totally different situation because everything is on me, you know what I'm saying? I'm the first and only artist to this new label. It's my label. New studio, new situation, new everything. And it couldn't have worked out so smooth. So within those 2 hours, we was able to build a relationship with each other where we was able to listen to each other. I was able to take critiques and criticism and able to listen to what they was telling me to do and then do it in real time. My friends and everything was able to vibe, and he was able to get on the mic and, you know, he did a prayer for me. Like, and that's important. Like, everything we do is spiritual. Everything we do is divine. The energy that we put out, it will have a ripple effect, and it will be here for all time. I wanted to make sure that I didn't put out anything that was going to be negative, because the things that you release, it will return upon you. So if you're talking about crazy stuff and you wonder why crazy things are happening to you, it's because you're cursing yourself. When you wish bad things upon people, when you go into this opportunity and you thinking about your ego instead of the opportunity, you thinking about the money and the fame instead of the art, you thinking about all the things you're gonna buy instead of giving yourself a life that you are debt free, and then you ain't got to depend on nothing or nobody. And I came in there with the right attitude and with the right spirit, and then I was able to move around and flow and really just take it all in. And the whole time I'm sitting up there, it was so surreal. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. So I'm trying to stay focused in the moment, like we always say, but just understanding where I come from, and then understanding that this is a start in the transition to the life that we are looking for. So I know how big that moment was. And then understanding that this is my future right now. Like what I did just now, that was my future. And we all need to start somewhere. We all need to take that first step somewhere. So just be appreciative of where you at, and be appreciative like of everything. Like I knew it wasn't perfect. I knew the sound was gonna be off because, like I say, we gotta merge and mesh as an artist and engineer. But I was appreciative that I was able to get the raps off clean. I was appreciative that I was able to go in there and pretty much recite it from memory, except like one song. I was appreciative that I had not only my best friends in there, but my uncle in there, y'all. He don't even stay in this state, you know what I'm saying? And he's out here supporting me and my siblings and my mom and everything. Like we had a lot of family out here, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was out here showing love to my family. So it felt good to have this moment to just be able to look back at how far we come and what we've been through, and look at where we at right now, and then look at what's promised and what's about to be given to us in the near future, and in the right now, in the present time. So it was just a beautiful thing. And I just had to sit there and I just said, man, won't he do it, bro? No job, man. A wife, bro. 5 kids, bro. And he been providing, bro. He been taking care of me, taking care of us, bro. He been taking care of my mama, bro. Cancer free, bro. My brother just got married, bro. My nieces, I'm watching them grow. My kids, I'm watching them grow. Like, we still here, bro. Like, I should have been dead, bro, a long time ago, bro. But we here and we able to do something that we love and make the life that we desire based off what we love, just by listening to God and following our purpose and our promise. It's not easy, but I swear, bro, it's worth it, bro. So my manager, we standing in the, right, we in the booth together. And he taking pictures, he taking videos. And he said, don't this feel like a job? I said, nah, but I know what you mean. He said, wouldn't you love to do this? I said, yeah. He said, what do I need to do to make this your job, man? And to have people show love to you like that, they don't want nothing from you. They not trying to do you dirty. They not setting you up. They not putting you in bad positions. They not trying to take advantage of you. They just want to help because they believe in you, bro. It's moving, it's touching. And me doing this studio session, it said it inspired my manager to now want to go to school to learn how to do this professionally and just add to this business. And we growing a business and we doing it together. So I'm just telling y'all, no matter what people say, no matter what people try to do to you, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you didn't put other people through, if you allow God to just do what he do with you, the limits is off. It's so many possibilities, like to become the best version of yourself. You just got to be really willing and able to do it. And you got to let God do it. And I just got to say, bro, won't he do it, bro? So now we just putting together everything. And now we about to get the big shebang. So I can't share anything right now because we still getting everything straight. We still getting the business straight. And we still trying to figure out the best way to market this and stay independent so we can be able to use the funds and the resources that we have, not only to sponsor these projects, but to be able to go out here and do the real work. We want these resources, this money, this privilege, this access to be able to change other people's lives. We trying to go into underprivileged neighborhoods and give these kids that don't really have nothing, that don't really have a world perspective. All they know is they block their hood. We trying to give them an opportunity out. We trying to give them a positive way to find ways to be useful in this society. We trying to get people off their phones and into real life. We trying to get people back to God. We trying to get people into looking what they meant to do. What's your purpose? What's your reason? And how can I help you achieve that? So everything that we using is to beautify, to glorify God's kingdom and God's name, and really just try to make this world a better place. One soul, one person, one heart, one renewed mind, one changed spirit, one changed perspective at a time. But won't God do it? So I said all this to say, whatever you felt like you've been waiting on, whatever you felt like you've been praying on, whatever you felt like has been fleeing from you and out of your grasp and out of your control, whatever you've been asking for, whatever you've been demanding out of life, whatever the desires of your heart, it's here. It's here. And I want to hear y'all testimonies. I want to hear what God has done for you in your life, what he has brought you through, your breakthrough moment, your moment when you just saw everything coming together. I want to be able to share this and spread this positive love and just ignite a fire in one another and just show each other you can do it. Forget about your age, forget about your demographic, forget about your socioeconomic status, forget about what political stance you have, forget about any of these things, and just strictly look inside and ask yourself, what do I see the best version of myself as? God, show me, and then just go from there. But like I say, once you really truly believe in the impossible, the impossible will continue to be done. But won't he do it? Won't he do it? Till next time, Slim.